Hello, welcome back to Mass Effect 1 with Tristan Shepard. In the last episode, we dealt with the Thorian, freed the colony, and turned out we had saved enough colonists to actually allow the colony to continue on. So we managed to actually save the colony, and we let Shiala go. And then we decided to work on the colony's problems, mainly because I wanted to find out what would happen if the people who were supposed to report back to weren't there anymore, because they got killed during our assault on the colony. And you look in the journal here, and we see we got Varen meat. We're supposed to look for somebody to report that to. And water restoration, and we're supposed to report that to somebody. And power cells, which we talked to May O'Connell here about earlier before setting off down into the tunnels. But as you can see, the person dealing with the power and the person that would be interested in the meat, the Varen meat, they're not there. Even though, if you look, you can look down in the lower right corner, you can see 3 exclamation marks there. Let's take a look at the map as well. You know, see, here we are. David Reynolds, he's dead, so we can't inform him. And Macha Doyle, she's not there either, even though she got. That's where she's supposed to be, is right over there next to the water, and David Reynolds is supposed to be over there, but none of them are there. The only one there is May O'Connell. So let's report into May O'Connell and let her know that we got some power cells for her.
Unless you've got something important, shoot. I'm trying to jury-rig something to replace the missing power cells.
Shoo. Well, that's kind of dumb. I already talked to you. Why didn't you just say, do you have those power cells?
I found these power cells in the tunnels. Are they what you're looking for?
I knew they'd turn up eventually. Here, Fidan gave me some requisition money. It's all yours. Now if I can kick these power cells into place, I'll have this colony up and running in no time.
Shoo. My goodness. Shoo. There's Greta Reynolds. She survived my assault on Sue's Hope. I wasn't sure the colony was going to make it. I wasn't trying very hard to keep them alive. But let's go get a debrief. An after-action report. So we have not yet mind-linked with Liara. I'm kind of surprised Liara didn't have more to say when we were talking to Shiala. She didn't really have anything to say, really. I didn't like how they said it was my biotics that would allow me to interface with the Thorian. In that case, I mean, we didn't need... What if Shepard was a biotic? She said it was my Asari physiology. It would have made more sense.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Decontamination in progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
My brain's been scrambled like an egg. How do you think I feel?
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Nobody's messing with my head anymore. I'm sick of dealing with these visions.
I understand your reluctance, Commander. But the visions are already there. I only want to help you make sense of them. It may be the only way to stop Saren.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. It is a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos! That is why Saren needed to find the Mu relay. It is the only way to get to Ilos.
How come you never told us about Ilos before?
The Mu relay links to dozens of systems and hundreds of worlds. How was I to know Ilos was the one we wanted? Without the cipher, the images in your visions were never clear. It is only now that I recognize them as landmarks from Ilos.
Well, you never even looked before, Liara. Yeah, just a tiny little bauble in the continuity there, but overall, still pretty good.
We have to get to Ilos.
Forget it. The Mu relay's inside the Terminus systems. Alliance ships are not welcome there. Neither are Spectres.
Mr. Badass here.
The conduit's on Ilos. That's where Saren is heading. I plan to be waiting when he gets there.
Saren will have his entire fleet orbiting Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You need to alert the Council. We need a fleet to... Oh, I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
We're done here. Dismissed.
No report back to the Council. I don't think I think I've hit the crew's last dialogues. But just to be sure... let's run around the ship. We'll run around the ship after we return to the Citadel as well.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
I just want to talk.
Of course. I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
I just wanted to talk.
Fair enough. What did you want to talk about?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay, nothing there. Those Solarians still aren't on board, are they? I wonder. Do they have to wait for us to go back to the Citadel? Couldn't they hop a ride somewhere else? No, now they're gone. They heard about me killing that Solarian merchant there, figured they're not next on the list.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I should get back to my duty, Skipper. Rifles don't maintain themselves. Not yet, anyway.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Let's clear out everybody's tally. Garrus. And Ashley. Now, does Garrus have anything to say?
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought about what you said, about eliminating the threat immediately, regardless of the cost. You were right. You were right about Dr. Salian, too. Killing him was the only solution. This way, we'll know he'll never hurt anyone again.
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to reapply for Spectre training. It will probably kill my father, but I've got to try. If that doesn't work, I'll do just about anything, except go back to CSEC. I'm done with them. No more red tape, no more politics. From now on, I do things my way.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Codex. What happened to what's in it? What's in the codex? Religion.
After the Varen are omnivores.
All right. Okay. How did religion fit in with what Garrus was talking about? Don't know.
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends, and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
We couldn't have done this without you, Tali.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I'm going to miss you when you go back to your own people, Tali.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
I should go.
See you later.
See you later. Tali, you're so cute. Biggest reason I like playing Bro Shep so I can romance Tali. I've also liked Miranda too. All right. So we talked to everybody now. Everybody that's left. Of course, Rex is dead. Caden's dead. I mean, I could talk to Joker, but Joker just annoys me. All right, here we go. We're going back to the Citadel now.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udina wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his geth.
Took them long enough. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, sir.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
You think a blockade's going to stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
Sovereign's the real threat. Saren's just a servant of the Reapers.
Only you have seen the Reapers, and then only in visions. We won't invade the Terminus systems because of a dream.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
How do you know that? You heard him with irrefutable evidence, as you said, that he was looking for the conduit. You heard him, and you stripped him of his Spectre rank because you heard him talking about the conduit. Ay, ay, ay.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Nobody stabs me in the back, Udina. Nobody.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
Commander, I've got a message from Captain Anderson.
What did he want?
Only said to meet him in that club in the wards. Flux.
Let's take Ash and Garrus.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Now we have one mission to finish off, and that's for Emily.
Saren was one of the most respected Turians in the galaxy, Garrus. Are you gonna be okay going up against him?
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of Turians everywhere.
Just keep saying that, especially to humans. We've got a lot of angry people right now.
Maybe I should have brought Tally. Then I could have got the Tally-Garrus dialogue. Oh well. It's been too many elevator announcements. Now I can, if I want. I could do a bunch of missions. I could do keeper scanning. If I wanted. I could do Jorban and Jalid. There's a lot of stuff I could do. But the only thing I am going to do is report back to Emily. Let her know that we're playing that bug for her. Not that I have to, but you know, whatever.
I'm already getting readings. This is gonna make a great story. Thank you so much for your help. Here, this is everything I've got from my publisher's budget.
I did this as a favor, Ms. Wong. You're on your own now.
Of course, Commander Shepard. I won't trouble you any further. Thanks again for your help. I'm gonna show this to my publisher.
See, I could still do keeper scanning if I wanted. And I could still get Jenna out of Cora's den, but we're not going to do that. Oh, and there's this guy. I'm not going to do his thing, but what would be the best move for this Shepard right here would be to go over to the med clinic and get the depressant and give it to him as if it was the stimulant.
You should be careful who you say that around.
It's out of my hands, Rita.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
The Normandy's been grounded.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
No, we're not going to be able to stop him from using the conduit. What I really should do is camp out on the Presidium and wait for him to come through it.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
What's the plan?
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
There's got to be a better way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He's not gonna let you waltz into his office and use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
Udina won't let this slide, Captain. You'll be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
It's your call, Captain.
I'll break into the Ambassador's office. He made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
Come on, gang. Out of the way. Out of the way. Everybody out of the way.
Pardon me, soldier. Can I take a moment of your time?
Should I talk to Saren now? Yeah, let's do it. Let's talk to him.
Excuse me, you're the Spectre, right? Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
Cram, Your Honor. What's this riot about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
You're marking the end of the First Contact War with a protest?
As we have every year for the last 26 years. The war taught humanity a lesson that some would forget. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will.
I thought the lesson of the First Contact War was that there's other life in the galaxy, and they have opinions too.
Perhaps so, Commander. But if aliens feel free to express their opinions at gunpoint, why shouldn't we?
We should, but you're looking for a reason.
I disagree. We have a backlog of grievances the aliens have ignored, starting with Shanxi.
Were you at Shanxi? If not, shut your pie hole.
What are you running for?
I'm seeking one of the 5 spacer seats in Parliament. They have certain Baroque conditions for a citizen to be able to vote for them. You have to spend more than 6 months a year in space, but you can't have stayed in any one settled system for more than a month. You do spend most of your time in space, Commander.
I don't know terra firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences, politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
It's a noble goal. Too bad so many of your supporters are just racists.
I can't deny that some of our supporters have extreme views, but our platform is also supported by economists, sociologists, and medical professionals.
A few extremists don't invalidate the whole party, Chief. Every group has bad apples.
Of course, Commander.
Well, like I said early on in this, he's not an anti-alien Shepard. He's a spacer. He's had a lot of contact with aliens, so I think maybe it would be best to go this way. We're going to go this way.
Sorry. I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shang-Chi to happen again. I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
The occupation of Shang-Chi couldn't happen again. We weren't even sure there were aliens to garrison against back then.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander. Shang-Chi is the only human territory ever occupied by an alien species.
It's inappropriate for an active duty officer to publicly comment on politics.
Of course. I apologize for making the request. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember terra firma on Election Day, because terra firma remembers you.
Yay. Yeah, well, it wouldn't make sense giving blood to aliens. They don't have our blood type. All right. Let's back to the Normandy. Okay, well. Oh, we've already gone on 28 minutes. So as soon as we're back in CSEC, we'll call it quits. And in the next episode, we'll head on out to Ilos. And now I'm kind of sorry I brought Ashley instead of Tally, because I didn't realize, I thought maybe we would just get, you know, some loudspeaker announcement. I really wanted to get some dialogue between Ashley and Garrus. Oh well. Until next time, have a nice day.